The mythical story of the white elephant dream begins not with the birth of a child, but with a vision one so radiant, so mysterious, that its meaning echoed through heaven and earth. In the ancient city of Kapilavastu, Queen Maya, consort of King Suddhodana of the Shakya clan, lived in dignity and virtue. Gentle as the moon and strong as the rising sun, she was beloved by her people. Yet though she reigned with grace, she carried within her heart the longing of all queens, the hope of a child, an heir to continue the line and bless the kingdom. One night, as the air shimmered with stillness and the stars glittered like diamonds, Queen Maya lay in her chamber, her body at rest but her spirit awake. And in the silence, a vision came to her clearer than any dream, brighter than any dawn. She beheld a vast white elephant descending from the heavens, its skin glowing like polished ivory, its form majestic, its 6 tusks shining like crystal spears. Around its head shone a halo of golden light, and wherever it trod, lotus blossoms bloomed from the earth. The elephant carried in its trunk a pure white lotus, unstained by mud or shadow, a flower of perfect beauty. Gracefully, the elephant approached the queen. It circled her 3 times, as though in reverence, and then entered her side without causing pain, merging its radiant being with her own. At that instant, Queen Maya was filled with an indescribable joy, a light that burned not with fire, but with peace. Her body was renewed, her heart overflowing, her soul as if touched by eternity. She awoke trembling, her face alight as though the dream still glowed within her. She told her husband, King Suddhodana, of the wondrous vision. The king, filled with wonder and unease, summoned the Brahmins, wise in signs and portents, to interpret the dream. The Brahmins listened with bowed heads, their eyes widening as the queen described the white elephant, the lotus, and the descent from the heavens. At last they spoke. This dream is not of earthly things. The elephant is a sacred being, symbol of strength, wisdom, and purity. The lotus is the flower of awakening, unstained though it rises from the mud. Together, they foretell the coming of a child, unlike any other. O king, O queen, the one who will be born of this dream is no ordinary prince. He will be either a Chakravartin, a universal monarch whose rule will encircle the world, or a Buddha, an awakened one who will free humanity from the cycle of suffering. The king's heart leapt at the thought of a mighty ruler, one who would bring glory to the Shakya clan. Yet deep within, a current of unease stirred. What if the child turned not toward kingship, but toward the silent path of renunciation? But Queen Maya felt no fear. She placed her hand upon her side, where the dream elephant had entered, and whispered, "This is no omen of sorrow. This is a blessing. Whatever path my son shall take, it will be for the good of all beings." From that day forward, Queen Maya's presence seemed touched with radiance. Wherever she walked, the earth seemed to brighten. Her face shone with calm. Her voice carried a deeper gentleness. In her eyes, people glimpsed not only the grace of a queen, but the dawning light of prophecy. The months passed, and the memory of the dream grew into certainty. The savior was coming. Nature itself seemed to herald it. Flowers bloomed out of season. Birds sang sweeter songs. Even the wind carried fragrances unknown before. The people of Kapilavastu whispered that the gods themselves were guarding the unborn child, and that the heavens had chosen their queen as the vessel of destiny. And though the king kept his hopes fixed upon the crown of empire, the dream lingered in every heart. Perhaps this child was not meant merely to rule men, but to guide all beings beyond the bonds of sorrow. Thus it was that before Siddhartha Gautama ever breathed his first breath, before his tiny feet pressed lotus blossoms into the earth, his coming had been foretold. The white elephant dream was no ordinary vision, but a message sent from the unseen realms, a promise that the wheel of Dharma was about to turn. For the elephant, pure and strong, symbolized the Bodhisattva, descending from the heavens of Tushita, entering the world for his final birth. The lotus in its trunk was the sign of enlightenment, unstained though born of this world. and Queen Maya's body became the sacred gateway through which compassion itself would enter human form. So the tale is told, and so it is remembered, that the destiny of the Buddha was first revealed not in battle, nor in conquest, but in a dream of a white elephant, stepping gently from the heavens, carrying within it the promise of awakening for all who suffer. Even today, when the story is told beneath temple roofs or in the shade of the Bodhi tree, the dream is spoken of not as a vision of one woman, but as a vision for the world. For it is said that just as the elephant entered Queen Maya's side, so too does wisdom enter the hearts of all who listen, planting the lotus of awakening within the soil of their own being.